I agree with everything Godfrey said. But when I was listening to Godfrey the comedian, I said, well, let me go and see who Godfrey the comedian is married to. It don't seem like he's married to anybody. I got a problem with that. Not the first time I've heard this man talk about how great black women are and how, unloved they are and disrespected and stuff like that. And I liken it to a car. When a man that can afford a car and, let's say it's a Corvette and, you love the engine and the lines and, and everything. When you're able to get a Corvette, damn it, you go out and get a goddamn Corvette. Okay, why am I saying it? Godfrey, where's your black life, brother? As great as you say black women are, which they are, I got one, right? Where's your black life? Okay, I don't want to hear all that talk about, oh, they're great. Marry one. Settle one down. Then I'll have respect for what you say. Until that time comes, you gaslighting just like everybody else does. That's the way I see it. I don't disagree with what he said. I just think, it would have more weight if he actually had a black woman on his own. So, um, uh, 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 another thing that Faith tends to say that I don't necessarily agree with, and I've heard this from a lot of black women. Excuse me. When I hear, oh well, we date out because black men date out. Don't do that. Don't. And you can any pushback you want to provide me. Uppity. I'm sorry if I call you Angel, slap me in the head. Uppity. I'm sorry. I'm just used to calling that. But uh, 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 oh yeah. What I was saying was when I'm listening to sisters talk about when they date out or whatever, and again, I'm not against black women dating out. If it's a blue man, if he's green, white, black, or whatever, you find the best dude for the job. Hell, I've always felt like if black women do that more, then when I hear black men complaining, God damn it, step your game up. Step your game up. Okay, that's really what it boils down to. If you got your stuff tight and right, then you'll find a woman as well. Okay, I mean, when you show that video of that man slapping that, hitting that woman over across the face with a skateboard and walking away, that was despicable. That's disgusting. You know what's even more despicable and disgusting? The niggas that sat there and watched him do it. It's all disgusting. And when I see that kind of ignorance, yeah, why would a black woman want to be around that kind of nonsense? The only mistake that girl made is being over there with them. That's the only mistake she made. It's disgusting. It was equally disgusting to see those men. Oh, sit there and boo and ah after that man hit that woman with that skate. It's disgusting. But we need to get away from them type of things. We need to get away. And I know I've had run-ins with a lot of these black men on here because of that. I firmly feel we need to get away from them type of dudes. Stop fraternizing with them. Stop fraternizing with them. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They're no good. They're no good. And you know what? If you wouldn't give those type of dudes a time of day, guess what? One or two things is going to happen. Niggas is either going to die out or they're going to have to change. They're going to have to change. So I mean that's at least the start. I mean that's how I feel in a nutshell. Like I said, I'm not against interracial dating. Get with the best man for the job. I don't care who it is, and hopefully it'll wake up men, or at least black men, and say, hey, we got to start stepping our game up. They're not dealing with falling for the okie dokie. So but yeah, that's basically what I gotta say to start in that shit. Uppity. Uh-oh.
So can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm not quite sure which uppity I'm talking from. I guess it's from the one
Well,
with my.
you got two on here. So you got one where you're live on camera, and then you got one with your avatar. So
Okay, so I
say
think you can hear my
okay.
avatar,
Yeah, I can
but
see. Yeah. So I guess when you're talking, I can see your avatar lighting up. So I'm assuming maybe at least from the sound, maybe it's from the avatar. I don't know.
it's crazy because I don't know where I'm talking from, but we were saying something about interracial dating, right? And you were saying
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
about
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
disagreeing about Black women dating out because Black men date out. Can you elaborate on that?
Not so
You're
much that this. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not so much that I don't disagree with it. I just don't like when I hear black women say, "Oh, well, we're doing it because you." I don't think that's true. I think black women have always dated out. I mean, even last night, I know you're a Kristen Carrison fan. I actually was a Kristen Carrison fan at one time, but I think she
I
kind of
adore,
moved to, huh?
I adore her.
Yeah, no. I was a fan of hers too, but I think she kind of moved away from, at least in my opinion, excuse me, from getting women to find the best man for the job and go over to celebrate it to me it became bashing black. I mean, I had to walk it away from it. And I was pulling for her at first, but saying that I'm familiar. I listened to her initially. I don't know how long you listened to her, but like I said last night, have you listened to her ever since she came out?
Pretty much. I've been listening to her. She's definitely evolved, I will say that much. But I've been listening to her since maybe 2013, 14.
Okay, yeah, okay. I think that might. I know I've been listening to her for a while. I even like Kendall St. Charles, Brooklyn Blue. I've had a couple of conversations with her. I like to know. I mean, you gonna tell the truth.
Brooklyn was
Uh,
hard for me to like. Now I love Brooklyn, but when I heard my son passed away in 2013, so when I heard of the statement about aborting Black boys, I had to turn off Crystal and Karas and altogether and Brooklyn Blue because I didn't really get it. I was, of course, postpartum depression. I just buried my son, and there was no way I would have given up my son to
right.
abortion. So it hit me really hard to hear that. But I think her point was stop giving birth to the manosphere, Black women. Like she was trying to shock them into like, yo, this is your fault too. Like
Yeah, no, yeah. Full disclosure, I think I remember her. I didn't get the idea that she was saying kill. I mean, she has a black son. So I remember her saying that. I mean, it was a long time ago, but I never got the gist that she was saying kill black boys.
right. And
You
she wasn't. It's just I was surrounded by I was like a lot of Black women who we come to YouTube and we're pro Black love, we're super duper pro Black, and then the longer we're on here, the more we change.
know, right,
It's the Cynthia G evolution where it's like she's like the reasons why I will never swirl, I will never date a pale skin, blah blah blah, and now she's like, ladies, keep your options open racially, and it's like
right.
there's a lot of bullying that goes on with the
Mm,
brother. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of I think it was Man of Tomorrow who said we need to be executed Hitler style, like Black women need to go through a Holocaust, and he's very supported in the Black manosphere. And I watched him say that. I was there for that live stream, and nobody gave me pushback. And it was things that made me feel like I don't identify with that. Like I'm not a Black woman with low self-esteem. I have a very healthy self-concept, so I can't take a whole lot of that. I can't
right.
mix with a whole lot of that. And so for me, it's just like I know people have begged me to call into the Kevin Samuel show, and I'm just like, I don't identify with the way Kevin Samuel sees women like me. I'm 35 and I'm 250 pounds, and I have a high value man. Like, I have a six-figure man. So
Right.
I know he thinks that I don't deserve him.
Right.
So I couldn't call. First, I have what he's telling me I don't deserve. And two, I just, I go where I can identify with the concepts of, whoever is talking. So I fell out of the manosphere because it doesn't suit me. The message doesn't suit me.
Yeah. No, I understand. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Even with the manosphere, and I've told Obsidian, and I don't even know if he's